Kind of, sort of?
Yeah.
Not really?
Pizza sauce and the spaghetti sauce all in the same sentence.
It's a marinara sauce, a pizza sauce, spaghetti sauce, lasagna sauce. It's all the sauces. Hey guys, I'm Auntie Alicia and welcome to my kitchen. Tonight we're going to be making a homemade spaghetti sauce. So let's get started. So almost as always, we're going to start with an onion. All right, so this is going to be a meatless spaghetti sauce. You can always make this a meat version as well, and then go ahead and add in your onions. You would think as many onions as I chop that they wouldn't make me cry. If you're doing this version with meat, the oil that the meat gives is typically enough to saute it. As you can see, our kitchen looks a little different. We did some updating, and later on we'll go ahead and probably do a before and after video and show you guys what we did and how we updated it. There's still more to do, but it's on its way. The idea is just to saute these so they aren't crunchy anymore. This is a great quick spaghetti sauce. You can have it done in less than 30 minutes. If you want to develop those flavors and really just make it stand out even more, just let that simmer for a few hours on low, or stick it in a crock pot on low for like 4 hours. You can use it in all kinds of things, from spaghetti sauce to pizza sauce, lasagna. Last week I did my pizza, my homemade pizza crust, and I shared that with you guys. I normally make my homemade sauce for that. So I'm showing you now how I go ahead and make it, so that now you've got both parts. You've got the crust recipe and now the sauce recipe. It stores really well. You can can it if that's your thing. You can vacuum seal it and freeze it. That's normally what I end up doing with it. Are starting to cook down, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my garlic. I've just got some minced garlic here. So I'll be sharing some of my favorite recipes on what I like to do with spaghetti sauce, but I'd love to hear from you guys and how you guys like to use spaghetti sauce. There's so many ways out there that I'm sure I haven't even thought of. All right, so now I've got these onions nice and sauteed. We're gonna go ahead and add our tomato paste. When I did my lasagna soup, you saw that we went ahead and cooked down the tomato paste. We're going to build the flavor and get some of that acidity out of the tomatoes. So we're gonna do that same method here for this spaghetti sauce. We're just gonna be cooking this a couple minutes, because right now it's that bright red color and we just want to deepen it. I mean, it's already smelling great. The onions, the garlic, and now that tomato. I'm just cooking this at like a nice medium heat. I'm just trying to slowly cook this down, building flavor as quickly as possible, because I want this to be a nice quick sauce. As you can see, it's already gone from like a bright color and it's starting to deepen in color. So now that it's about where I want it, I'm gonna go ahead and add our spices. I've got parsley, salt, pepper, basil, Italian seasoning, and some sugar. And I'm just gonna dump all that in. And all the measurements to this whole recipe, they'll be in the description box below. And that way you go ahead and make it also. And I'd love it if you went ahead and tagged me in it or shared your thoughts if you make it on how you liked it. So this might not look super pretty, but to me that just says flavor. It's just tons of flavor there. So we're gonna go ahead now and add our crushed tomatoes and our tomato sauce. I've got two 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. I've got our tomato sauce. So again, this recipe comes together quick and easy. And although it's quick and easy and you can get it done in under 30 minutes to where you can make you a nice bowl of spaghetti, you do get the best flavor and the best results if you let it simmer for about an hour and a half. If you've got extra time, longer. If you don't have a lot of time, it's still great. Once I see some bubbling, I like to turn it on low, stick the lid on it, and then every once in a while I'll give it a stir to make sure nothing's sticking at the bottom. And at the end I'll go ahead and give it a little taste, see if I want to add any more seasonings or you know, a little spice. If you want a little extra kick or spice in it, add some crushed red peppers in here. It'll be good. If you're making meatballs, this is a great time while it's simmering to make your meatballs and form them and cook them. So it's great to get this done, set it aside, let it do its thing while you prep the rest of the meal, making a salad, the meatballs, or the pasta that's going with your meal. All right, so our spaghetti sauce simmered, and let's see how it looks. I don't know about you, but it looks good to me. Yum. All right, let's try it. So one of the ways we like to enjoy it that isn't the traditional, like just spaghetti or lasagna, is we like to make it with some chicken cheesy crescent rolls. And I'll be sharing that recipe with you next week. So stay tuned and look out for next week's recipe. And I haven't even gotten to the cheesy yum. All right, so there it is, our homemade spaghetti sauce, quick and easy. Check out last week's episode where I showed you how to make a perfect pizza crust that goes great with our pizza sauce. And check out next week's where I show you how to make a cheesy chicken croissant roll that is a perfect dipping for our spaghetti sauce. So see you next week.